The wind howled across the open fields. The temperature had plummeted to chapter 20 degrees Fahrenheit, cold enough to steal the breath right from your lungs. Jake Henderson stood outside, his breath a white mist in the air. The four-wheeler's engine rumbled as he secured it onto his trailer. Shadow sat nearby, watching. His black fur was dusted with snowflakes. His tail didn't wag. His ears were high. He knew. Jake gave him a quick scratch behind the ears. "Just gotta help Tom plow his driveway, bud. Be back soon." But Shadow didn't move. Something wasn't right. Jake reached for the last strap on the trailer. He stepped back. His foot slipped. The world spun. His back hit metal. Then, blackness. Pain, numbness, silence. Jake's eyes blinked open. The sky above him was gray. His breath came in short, ragged gasps. His limbs wouldn't move. He had fallen, hard, then warmth. A weight on his chest. Shadow. The dog's breath warmed Jake's frozen face. His fur, pressed against Jake's body, provided the only heat in the deadly cold. Shadow nudged him, pushed him, whined, as if to say, "Get up, now!" Jake tried to move. His arms were lead. His legs refused to cooperate. But Shadow barked, loud, sharp, urgent. Jake gritted his teeth. He had to get inside. He had to move. With every ounce of strength left in him, he crawled, inch by inch, towards the house. The frozen ground bit into his skin. His breath came in sharp gasps. His body screamed for him to stop. Shadow wouldn't let him. Every time Jake slowed, the dog nudged him forward. They weren't giving up. The porch, so close. Jake's fingers scraped the wooden steps. He had nothing left. Then, Shadow did something unexpected. He grabbed Jake's sleeve and pulled. One final effort. Jake's body toppled inside the front door. Warmth, safety. He gasped, his fingers fumbling for the blanket on the couch. He pulled it over him, his body shaking uncontrollably. Shadow curled up beside him. His body pressed close, his heartbeat steady. Jake whispered through trembling lips, "Good boy, you saved me." Hours passed. The storm raged on. Then, a knock on the door. Tom Benson stood outside, worry in his eyes. "Jake, you okay?" Inside, he found Jake, still wrapped in the blanket, Shadow never leaving his side. Jake's voice was hoarse. "I almost didn't make it." Tom crouched down, scratching behind Shadow's ears. "No, but he made sure you did." The next day, Officer Ryan Carter stopped by after hearing about the accident. He took one look at Jake, then at Shadow. "That dog deserves a medal." Jake smiled, running a hand through Shadow's fur. "He deserves the world." At the vet clinic, Dr. Amanda Hayes checked Shadow over. "Dogs have instincts. They sense things we don't. They feel danger before we do." Shadow wagged his tail, his eyes never leaving Jake. Dr. Hayes smiled. "And sometimes they refuse to let us go." Jake sat on his porch, Shadow at his feet. He looked down at the dog who had saved his life, who had fought for him when he couldn't fight for himself. Jake reached down, ruffling Shadow's ears. "Guess I owe you one, huh?" Shadow just thumped his tail, loyal as ever. Some call it instinct, some call it luck. But Jake? He knew the truth. Shadow saved his life. Because some bonds, they go beyond words. If this story touched your heart, take a moment to hug your dog, appreciate their loyalty, and share your thoughts in the comments. And if you love stories of unbreakable bonds and true heroism, like, comment, and subscribe. Because sometimes the smallest heroes have the biggest hearts. Thank you for watching.